Hi, I'm Ronnie from Ronnie's Garage. I'm the technical chairperson for the Rolls-Royce Owners Club of Southern California. Today we're having our monthly technical seminar, and today we're going to be dealing with a S2 radio installation. Okay, so we can put the knobs back on. Ay, ay, ay. They are strange. One has a small shaft, okay. As you can see, let's get this. The inside of the knob, you can see has got a small diameter for a smaller shaft. This has got a bigger one. I'm guessing that one goes, oh no, this has got double slots. You can see there's a extra piece here. It's probably for the tone. And let's see here, let's put it on here, there. There's that. The left one had a little piece of felt in here. Keep that knob from rattling. And then you got the slot right there. There we go. The right one doesn't do anything, I think.
So who makes this radio?
Radio Mobile, I think is what I said, right?
His master's voice, I thought it was RCA.
It says his master's voice on the front.
Huh.
They made different models for different years, obviously. Okay. So now we got to find, this is for the picnic tray. There are extra screws already. They were not needed. No. Here's a little bag with the little tiny screws. There we go. That's done. This is done. Number 6. These little wood screws. They're called wood screws because they're tapered all the way, and they go into wood.
Every time I have anything done on this car, I throw all the receipts in the box. I think maybe I need to organize it by year or by time or by mileage or something. Yeah.
Since I've done engineering.
Okay, we're not going to forget that I got to tighten those 4 screws that hold it to the dash. Oh, what's that smoke? No. Get.
Kind of funny they use that tube kind of fuse on this, whereas they use the other kind with the open wire on the rest of it.
Yeah, they use that on the rolls, on the main fuses up until 76. That wire type.
Ronnie, from that era, were they only AM radios?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think with the Cloud 3, they did come out with some like 3-band radios. And also, I have seen some, I think they were Continental version coach belts that had Blaupunk AM FMs. Anyways, we know the radio works, so we can put the tray in underneath, but we got to deal with these wires hanging down. Oh, I see. We got one more screw that holds this crossover cable on. I don't know what that one screws for, though. That one. We got one. Unless I found the hole for this one. So I don't know what this extra wire is for. This is going to be hot. Did you have something else connected to this?
You're looking at everything that I know.
Okay, here's what we're going to do just for safety's sake. If in the future we find that we need something, we will add a wire, but this is for an accessory light, because this is fused with the ignition or the interior light, so it'll be hot all the time, but I'm going to just disconnect it because I don't believe. And those astute people watching will say, hey, his turn signal flashers are hanging down. That is true.
Those were originally attached to the tray.
Right. Well, oh, yeah, with a bracket, because the originals had a little tab on them. Okay, with a screw hole. As you can see on this is original still. It has a little bracket here that holds the wire up. We will put that one in there. And we will also put, where does that go? You know, that is kind of interesting. What's that for? What's that one for? It's not the same color, so that wasn't part of that. Interesting. Somebody has added a wire on here for one reason or another. So we don't know what that is.
Must have been to the radio, not the clock.
Well, it goes up into the ignition switch. I can feel it. I'm scared of that. So what we're going to do,
Do you have the car restored? No.
we're just going to tie it up
Came this way 20 years ago.
with a zip tie. Okay. The owner put that on there so he'd know that's where those things went. Okay, the tray, the wood faces out obviously. And we've got tray screws here. We're almost out of parts. This is where this screw starter really comes in handy when you can only use one hand to do. Oh, there's where that extra screw goes. It's a little shorter, but that don't matter. All right, there's no more screws, right? No extra parts.
You do a crisscross pattern again, huh?
I just got to start them all before I tighten any.
Awesome.
Do we have those brown screws here, or did I leave them out there? When you put this piece of wood in, tilt it slightly. Because you can't always put it in that easy. It depends on the position of that metal piece behind. Oh, here they are.
You got Lady Luck riding on your shoulders.
Well, I didn't check the lights, though. Let's turn. Hey, it lights up, too.
Even better.
Wow. There's one more piece of wood missing, too.
I've got it here. Where?
Where are the screws for that? The piece that goes around here.
Well, they should be in there.
In where?
In one of the bags. I've got one here that's sitting.
There are long little screws.
I've got one that is in, did not come out on the piece of wood. And the other one should have been in there.
No, there's a piece of wood that goes here.
No, I've got it in my hand.
Oh. I should have. Oh, I should have put that on first, huh?
I thought so, but I wasn't going to comment.
Got that one on a little too easy.
Yeah. No, it goes. I can still put it on. This is one of the original screws for this bottom piece. If you can see it, it's kind of brown pinch. It's a wood screw, but we can't find his other one, so I'm going to use some. I use stainless sheet metal screws for this instead of the wood screw. Yeah, well, somebody has put some double-sided tape on there for a reason. Whoa.
Green screwdriver?
Is that the tiny point one? Yeah. as you can see, there's a piece of metal that is flat and then has a little lip that comes up that hooks into this slot that holds this tight, and then there are screws that come from underneath for that last piece. And that is missing on this car. But we won't tell anybody, except for all of those people watching this video.
Internet yet. Yeah, never get it.
You don't know the VIN of this car. And you got to be careful when you put the wood screws in. A lot of people get a little bit overworked about getting all the screw slots even and in line, but if you tighten too much, you will crack the finish. Like this is done over here, you can see it's bubbled up. That happens for two reasons. One reason is they didn't make the holes bigger. When it came back from the wood shop, you have to go through because that sealer will go in there and make the hole smaller. So that's one way to do that, and another way is to over tighten it. It'll make it lift up. So it doesn't take much to tighten it.
Well, that's just a little thing that really means a lot.
Oh yeah.
Open up that hole.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and because this sealer is pretty thick on these, so. All right, success. Thanks for joining us. Sayonara.